Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've all had a good day. It's been a beautiful day where I am. Don't know about you, but the sun's been out. It's felt like a really nice spring day, and it's nice to have some sun on your back. But now we concentrate on the football. Champions League round of 16, and this game is between Liverpool and Galatasaray. Now, after the first leg, Galatasaray had a 1-0 win. So Liverpool have got it all to do. It won't be an easy from that for certain. But these two teams, after all that we was treated to yesterday from Arsenal and two cracking goals, they've got a lot to live up to. Especially Liverpool, they are in the best of form at the moment. You just never know what sort of Liverpool team you're going to get. One minute they can take teams apart, next minute they're conceding late goals and giving up points, and they can't afford to do it today. They've got to be clinical about this because it's win or bust. And that's the shape of it. And Liverpool know it. And I think that Liverpool are going to dominate this game possession-wise. And it's just a matter of they've got the composure in front of goal to be able to put this Galatasaray team away. And I think Galatasaray will look to sit back and hit Liverpool on the break. And if they can get the second goal on the break, well, it's going to be all on for Liverpool. Thanks to View Tea Cafe. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day today. Hope you're looking forward to a good game, because I certainly am. As a neutral, I'm hoping for lots of goals. We're about 12 minutes away from the kick-off at the moment, so let's take a look at the two teams. We'll start with the home team, Liverpool first. And the slot's gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation, so it's Becker in goal. The right back will be Frimpong. Konate and Van Dijk will be the two centre-halves, and Kerkez will play at left back. Gravenberch and McAllister will be the engine room of the midfield. And the attacking options up front will be Mo Salah on the right and Wirtz on the left, and probably the engine room of the team, and the best player in the team at the moment for Liverpool is Szoboszlai, and his free kicks are going to be something to watch, and they'll know all about it with Galatasaray, and they'll, when it gets to somewhere around the edge of their box, they won't want to be giving these free kicks away because they know what Szoboszlai can do. Ekitike up front, plenty of goals in this team from all sorts of angles. Just hoping that people like Mo Salah can fire a bit more as well and get some goals in. Galatasaray, on the other hand, they're playing the same formation, a 4-2-3-1. Their manager, Okan Buruk. Now, I'm going to announce the team. Please forgive me if some of the pronunciations of the players are wrong, but I'll hear the commentators on the headphones, and if I've got the names wrong, I'll start using the right ones. But in goal for him is, I know it's Kakir Czech here, but that's the goalkeeper anyway. The right back will be Bowie. Two centre-halves will be Singo and Bardacci, and Jacobs will play on the left-hand side. The two holding midfielders again will be Torreira and Lamina, but they will look to get forward in support of Salah, who plays on the right, and Gabriel Sara, who will play down the centre, Yilmaz on the left, and Osimhen will play up front for Galatasaray. So that's the two teams. Probably lots of attacking there. I'm looking forward to seeing this game. It's going to be a real good game. Galatasaray are a tough nut to crack, and it'll be interesting to see how Liverpool get on with it. But the live chat is open, so if you want to get into the live chat and give us comments on the teams, the formations that you've seen, both teams playing the same formation, who does it suit best? What's Liverpool's best way of winning this game? Is it all-out attack? They've got to be careful that they don't get hit on the break with a sucker punch and concede that second goal, because then it will be difficult. But if you haven't got anything to say about the two teams, how about a score prediction? Let us know who you think's going to win this game. I did all right last night. I predicted the 2-0 win for Arsenal, and I got it. I was thinking about this game this afternoon while I was taking the dog for a walk, about a possible score, and I think Liverpool are going to win this 3-1 and go 3-2 on aggregate, but I think it's going to be a real tense thing where it's going to be 2-2 on aggregate, and Liverpool might get one later on to win it 3-2. But I think it's going to be tense, and watching the game, no one will know which way it's going to go for a long time, which is again what we want as a neutral. Cup of tea before we get started. Just a little reminder, if anyone's not a subscriber and they want to be a subscriber, please do join. I do lots of Leeds United stuff. That's my team, and I do watch-alongs of them when I can, work permitting, and news and views and items that I can put on videos and shorts as well. So if you want to see all that lot, I don't want to miss it, hit the subscribe. But I also do games like these, you know, interesting games in the Champions League and Premier League as well. So if you want to join us for some of them, you're quite welcome to. Just hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll be told when we're about to go live. I do appreciate your support. We're heading towards 250 subscribers now, but we need the support of yourselves. So anybody who does become a subscriber during this game, and I don't notice it, thank you very much indeed. Before the game gets started, we will look at the live chat, and if there's anything to discuss and anything that we can point out, we will do. During the game, we're obviously going to concentrate on the game, but if there's anything relevant to the game as it goes on, I will mention it, and then we can chat at half-time in the live chat as well before we get the second half underway. I'm sure there will be a lot to speak about at half-time. Hopefully, anyway. We don't want a boring game today. We want a really good game where both teams go for this. I mean, I've predicted that Galatasaray will sat back and try to hit Liverpool on the break, but they may go for it early on. I think if they can get that second goal early on, then they can sit back and absorb Liverpool's pressure and put the onus on Liverpool to break them down. So you never know. Be interesting either way. But let me know what you think. We're about 7 minutes away from kick-off. The live coverage is still on advertisements, but I would reckon that when they get back, both teams are going to be in the tunnel and ready to come out. Score predictions, I've said 3-1. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm way off the mark and my thoughts on the game are completely wrong, let me know. Let me know what you think the score is going to be. Just for anybody who didn't know the score early on, and I'll try not to upset too many Newcastle fans. I only saw the second half, but Newcastle got took apart in that second half. They were in it up to half-time, and after that, Barcelona ran out 7-2 winners. And some of the football they played in that second half, Barcelona, was very good indeed. But Newcastle sat back and let them play in front of them. And if you do that, Barcelona are going to pick you off. I'm just looking at the TV coverage there. It's just showing the Newcastle fans being clapped by the team. I'm sure the team won't be happy about the performance they've put in, but Barcelona they're really celebrating in the middle of the pitch. Quite right too. Games that are going on at the same time as us at 8 o'clock. Bayern Munich and Atalanta kick off, and Tottenham and Atletico Madrid. Now the Bayern Munich game is all but over. They're 6-1 ahead after the first leg. And Tottenham, they've got it all to do as well. They're 5-2 down after the first leg against Atletico Madrid. But we'll keep an eye on those scores. There's one championship game on at the moment, and it's 0-0 between Southampton and Norwich after 10 minutes. We'll keep an eye on those, but we will update it more at half-time. For the moment, let's get back to the game because the teams are in the tunnel. And we're not far off a kick-off. let's just quickly go through those teams again as the teams are about to come out. Alisson in goal for Liverpool, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk and Kerkez, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Szoboszlai. Nice to see him playing back in his normal position in centre midfield. Verts and Ekitike. And Galatasaray is Çeka, Bowie, Singo, Bardaki, Jacobs, Torreira, Lemina, Salai, Gabriel Sara, Yilmaz and Osimhen. Teams are out onto the pitch now. Just gathering around that halfway position to line up. We'll go through the usual preliminaries. Anfield looks a picture. It's like playing on the carpet, that pitch there, and it's absolutely packed as you would expect. It's got to be an intimidating atmosphere from Galatasaray, same as it is when you go to their place. You know what the Turkish fans are like. Camera just panning along the line there from left to right, going along the Liverpool players now. Mascots are enjoying it, getting a bit of a smile and a wave to the camera as it goes past. One thing I notice about the Liverpool team is that apart from Konate and Van Dijk and Gravenberch, they're not that tall. Maybe that's something that the Turkish side can take advantage of. Anyway, handshakes, well, they're not much of a handshake, it's a slap and no acknowledgement at all, really. They don't look at each other, it's just a quick slap of hands and away they go. So Liverpool will be in their all red kit tonight, being the home side. I'm not sure about the Galatasaray yet. They've still got the training kits on, so as soon as they take them off and they take the graphics off the screen showing the team's lineup, I'll let you know what colour they're playing in. Looks like it's all white. Bit of red trim on the sleeves and down the shorts, but it's just about all white. Van Dijk and the captain there, Bardakci, shaking hands at the toss. Don't know who won it. Gundogan and Sane are in the Galatasaray team, so Man City fans will know all about those. Liverpool in the huddle. I guess it's Van Dijk who's going to be laying down the law there. But we're not far off a kick-off now. Galatasaray in their huddle as well. Just waiting to see who's going to take the kick-off. Getting an aerial view of the pitch at the moment. It looks like Liverpool are going to be kicking from right to left in this first half, and will be taking the kick-off as well. So where we go. I don't know what Szoboszlai was doing there, but he's just hoofed it from the centre circle out for a throw on the left-hand side. The throw's taken and thrown in. It's over the head of Kerkez, but Van Dijk gets into it. But actually got the ball away to the left-hand side. There's boos for some reason from the Liverpool fans. Jacobs is taking on Zoboslai and gets around him, gets a bit of a push just to knock him over the out of balance, and Zoboslai wins the ball back. But on the edge of the box, Galatasaray have won it. They're quick in the tackle at the moment. They're moving fast, very lively. The ball goes all the way back to the keeper, Check here. Long kick. Too far for anyone to chase it. One bounce and it's into the arms of Allison. He gives it to Kanate over on the far side, the right. He goes long, looking for the run of Ekitike. Hits him on the back of the head, Ekitike. Unfortunate there. But he's battling with the number 93, Bowie, for that ball right in the corner there. Very physical, both sides. But the benefit of the free kick goes to the Galatasaray side. Something being pointed out to the referee. I don't know what it was, but ball goes back to Check here, the goalkeeper. He chips one out to the right hand side, but it's over the head of Bowie. Out for a throw to Liverpool. The crowd cheer that one. McAllister goes all the way back to Van Dijk, and Van Dijk lays it to Allison. It's going to be under a bit of pressure from the number 45 Osimhen, but it goes out to the right hand side now. It's Frimpong going down the line, lays the ball into Zoboslai. Zoboslai plays it forward to Salah on the edge of the box, comes on his left foot. It opened up for a minute and then he stumbled over, but Liverpool have still won the ball back. Zoboslai gets it across to Kerkez. Ekitike moves across to the right hand side. Tries to bend one with his right foot, but it's a difficult task was that, because the goalkeeper was covering the left hand post. Out for a goal kick, and pretty wide if the truth was known. And Chaki there, the goalkeeper, I don't know what he was doing, but he's just played it straight into touch. And Liverpool recycle the ball with Frimpong on the halfway line from that throw. Gravenberch pats it in, he's headed away. Kerkez is battling for it. He's fouled, brought down. The referee's given the foul, although Van Dijk was coming away with the ball. No advantage, too late. Soberslai's there. He's going to take this one. Over on this left-hand side. It's about 10 yards in from the near touchline. Soberslai with his right foot can curl one in. Give the big lads a chance to attack that ball. Hand in the air. A couple of steps forward and chips it into the box. There's a lot of whip on it, but it's headed away. Brought down by Osimhen, I think that was. And number 7, Salai. I think that was it went out for a throw, and I think it was a throw to Galatasaray, but the referee thought differently. Osimhen almost got pressure on. Verts, though, picked the clearance up on the edge of the box. Now he plays it into Ekitike, gets the ball back from Ekitike, does Verts. Ekitike plays it back into Verts. He gives it to Kerkez, does the run around and gets it back. Puts his cross into the box. It hits the defender and bounces out to Kerkez. He squares it to McAllister. McAllister plays it further across to Kanate. Kanate's got Frimpong out there if he wants it. Salah though. Now Frimpong. Almost out-muscled, but he's quick enough to... Well, that's unfortunate there. Frimpong is penalised close to the goal line, and I didn't think he did anything wrong there. I think it's unfortunate there. They're both tussling with each other. Frimpong was unfortunate. Just on the edge of his box. His box check here is going to take this free kick high into the air. Frimpong's going to go for it. That wasn't, it was Konate. It's headed back over the head of Frimpong. Frimpong brings. What was that? It's Yilmaz, wasn't it? It looked like he'd brought him down because they'd got past him and the ball had gone over the top of the head of Frimpong, but the referee didn't think so. But it's a throw to Liverpool. It's deep in their own half though, over on the far side. Goes down the line. Ekitike tries to help it on. Verts can't win it. Gravenberg working hard, forcing the ball back. Goes all the way back from Bowie. Check here, high into the air. Sarah brought it down on the edge of the Liverpool box. It was a great touch on a ball that was coming out of the clouds. And just on his right foot, he just killed it with his right foot. It was great. It's cleared by Liverpool, but good skill that by the number 8. Ball long for Ekitike. He's battling with it again. Referee's allowing a lot of physicality to go on here. Verts got 3 men around him, and he's crowded out there. Crowd suddenly getting lively. They're urging Liverpool on because they're putting a lot of effort in here. McAllister tried to put a ball into Salah, but it's cut out. Ball cleared over the top of Konate, and Konate's penalised for the foul on Osimhen. Osimhen went down, and there's a free kick's given. Osimhen's still down. He's holding his wrist for some reason. I don't know why. Ah, yeah. Osimhen's wrist took a bit of a bang from Konate's knee as he came in for the challenge, and he's still down. He has properly hurt his wrist as Osimhen. It does. You see it coming now. His knee, yeah. He's still down. So this is serious for Osimhen. The last thing that Galatasaray want is to lose someone as influential as him. You're not missing anything if you've just joined us. Osimhen's down getting treatment. It's his right wrist. He's getting the old magic spray on it at the moment. Just not seeing whether Osimhen is still down. Oh, yeah. He's furious. He's got to his feet, is Osimhen. He's furious, but it was an accidental clash. We've seen the replays several times, and it was accidental, but Osimhen is furious. He was going to have a go at Szoboszlai. It was nothing to do with Szoboszlai. It was him and Konate. The referee's getting in between Osimhen now and trying to calm him down, but he's furious. That was just a coming together, but he's lost it for the moment as Osimhen. Szoboszlai's still giving him a bit of licks as well. Good evening, Jim. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day. We're just looking at Osimhen for Galatasaray, who's gone down under a challenge which got a bang on the wrist, and he's thrown the ultimate wobbler. He's having a go at all the Liverpool players. Play goes on though. It's Kerkez little drag back on this near touchline, and then feeds it back to Van Dijk. He feeds it to Kanate. Kanate puts the ball over the top for the run of Salah. Can Salah keep it in? He can do. He's got help from Frimpong. Lays it back to Szoboszlai. Then left to McAllister. Square again to Van Dijk, who's high. Back to McAllister. Gives it back to Gravenberch on the edge of the box over on the right hand side. Back to McAllister. Szoboszlai now. Left footed, he plays it across to Salah. Wirtz now. His cross is blocked on the edge of the box. They've given it away. Ekitike now just trying to fashion a bit of space. Kerke's battling for it as the ball runs loose. And there's a few tackles flying in here. Ekitike has a shot. It's a bit of a scuffed one. It's straight at the keeper. But there was some tackles going in there. No doubt about that. And Salah was chasing Ekitike down. And I thought he's going to whack him here. But Ekitike got a shot in before he could get a bit of a scuffed shot by Ekitike. But it was on target. Osimhen's back in now. He's got a bit of a bandage wrapping on his arm now. Goalkeeper plays it out to the right hand side. It's Bowie who brings it down. Wirtz is working him hard. Goes down under the challenge, and the referee's penalised Wirtz for that. And Bowie's a big guy compared to Wirtz, and he's rolling about all over the floor. And the slot's not happy with this. He's a big guy, is Bowie. And that looks like a lot of play acting to me. Taken quickly. Ball's played over the top by the number 8, Gabriel Sara. Straight into the arms of Alisson. He underarms it to Kanate. Gabriel Sara's putting the pressure on. It goes back to Alisson. He plays it down the right hand side. Nicely brought down by Szoboszlai. Gives it to Kanate. Being pressed high though. Volleyed high into the air. Ekitike is going to battle for it with Salah. Salah brought it down beautifully. But there's a lot of Liverpool players around him. Torreira got in there. Played inside again. Gravenberch flicks it back over the head of everybody. Headed out again by Gravenberch. Frimpong's in there for a challenging header. And there's it's Lamina who's gone down now, holding his head. I think the referee's brought the play back because it's a head injury. Crowd's booing because that's several of the Galatasaray players have gone down with these injuries. And I think the Liverpool fans think this is all play acting to waste time. Frimpong went up there with a header with Lamina. Did catch him. There was a bit of an arm in across the chin. I guess VAR would be looking at that, but the way things are gone with VAR at the moment, I don't trust them for a thing. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, Jim. He's not looked like he's in control, the referee, has he? He's let a lot of tackles go, which other ones wouldn't have done. I think he's happy that Lamina's okay. Starts the game with a drop ball. Goes back to the Galatasaray goalkeeper check here. And Frimpong's in there with another header. Knocks the Galatasaray player over again, picked up by Szoboszlai. Squares it to Van Dijk. Chips one over the top for the run of Kerkez. He brings it down. He's got Wirtz in support. He squares it to Szoboszlai. Ball inside, looking for Torreira, picks it up. But then Liverpool get in there, and it's won back by Kerkez. He gives it to Gravenberch. He's got Frimpong outside him if he wants to give it to him, and he does. Down the line is Salah, but he cuts back inside. Plays it back to Konate on the halfway line. He goes diagonally across with his right foot looking for a run of Ekitike. Ekitike was almost in there. And Ekitike's penalised. Bowie comes across, heads the ball out for what should have been a corner. There was a coming together and the referee's penalised Ekitike there. He's got the right to go for the challenge. Let's have a look at that. Was he... Well, maybe the knee up a little bit. But the slot is furious again that was given as another free kick. Played forward. McAllister can't pick the ball up. He gets it second time, plays the ball through. I think Salah was offside there. He's going to chase it down, but he looked a yard offside, but it's drilled forward by the goalkeeper high in the air. Konate wins the header. Kerkez wins the second loose ball. McAllister tries to put a ball down the left-hand side for Ekitike, but he was retreating back to the halfway line and he couldn't turn and catch it up, and the crowd boos a bit there. Ref. Goalkeeper has played a brilliant ball into... I don't know if it was a scuffed pass or what, but anyway, Liverpool have forced the ball out for the throw. Goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk squares it to Konate. Konate's coming forward across the halfway line, plays it into Wirtz. Wirtz lays it off to Szoboszlai. He gets out to Salah. Salah gets it across to Frimpong. Frimpong gets it across to Wirtz again. Did he get a crossing? It's over the head of Frimpong. He couldn't really get any power into it, and it's cleared away. Torreira cleared it away there. McAllister lays it back to Konate. Konate is going to give it to Frimpong again. He helps it down the line. Almost picked off, but Gravenberch, Osimhen's down again for some reason. Kerkez showed too much of it to the defender. It's cleared away, but it's picked up on the halfway line or just inside the Galatasaray half by Van Dijk. McAllister. Gravenberch now plays it to Salah, gets it back from Salah, plays it through to Wirtz now in the inside right channel. He lays it out to Frimpong. Frimpong crosses it, but on the penalty spot, it's a great header back to the goalkeeper. Torreira there. Calm defending. I think Osimhen's done. Bardachki's closed down by Salah. Blocks his clearance free. It's a throw to Galatasaray. Long down the line. Headed on. Osimhen couldn't make it. Van Dijk goes all the way back to Alisson. Alisson drives it long. Flicked inside by Ekitike. It's a great header. Picks up by Wirtz and gets Ekitike away down the left-hand side. He comes inside on his right foot, going across the penalty area. McAllister plays it into Szoboszlai, gets it back, but there's another one gone down for Galatasaray. Crosses... I think that's Torreira who's gone down, and he's holding his wrist, his shin or his ankle. Now, if he's that badly injured, you don't roll around like what he's been doing. Just caught his right foot just on the side of his foot by looks of things. But Torreira's rolling around. And if you're badly injured like that, you just stay still. But he's rolling from side to side and beating the ground. And I think this is a tactic by the Galatasaray players to break the pattern of play up, to stop the game as often as they can by going down and taking time out of the game. I know it'll be added on at the end, but it stops. If Liverpool was in the ascendancy here, applause around Anfield. for Jota. Yeah, I think you're right there, Jim. Liverpool have had a lot of the ball, but no end product, and that's been their problem, hasn't it? They've had a lot of ball until they get to the penalty box of the opposition, and they just seem to run out of ideas. Back in play now. McAllister has the ball in the centre midfield, gets out to the left to Verts, a bit opens up in front of Verts. He goes across the box, and then, well, I think that was more of a conversion than a shot, because he got well underneath that, and that must have been 20 yards over the bar. After 21 minutes, Galatasaray will be happy with this so far. They haven't conceded a goal, and they haven't really looked like conceding one. Osimhen is still on the pitch, still holding his left wrist. But if that's badly injured, that wrist, that's the second one he's played all on the ground. And we thought the first one was a bad clearance, but he's done it again as the Galatasaray goalkeeper. And it's good passing now, by the looks of things. Ball goes back to Boy. He comes forward and plays the ball down the centre, looking for the run, but Kanate heads it away. It's picked up almost by Salah. It's Badechki who gets it over to the left. Sarah plays it back inside. There's Torreira who's played the ball down the wing for Barris, but he can't reach that. Can't get that at all. Out for a throw. Headed away. Picked up by Salah, laid in for Ekitike. It's just a bit too much pace on it. Singo does well, gets the ball down the line, gets the ball back from a couple of passes. Played inside. Lamina lays it into the number 7, Salah. He immediately plays out to the right-hand side. Comes into Boy. And then there's a long pass, a very long pass, so long it goes straight through to Alisson. And there's not a Galatasaray player within 25 yards of it. Now Ekitike is in on the left-hand side. He's just had to check and go back, waiting for the support from Kerkez, but it opens up and he's got another cross in him, all the way across to Frimpong. Frimpong's challenged, but Salah picks the loose ball up. Gravenberg back to Salah. Salah, left-footed, goes all the way across to Van Dijk on the near side. McAllister came short for it. Szoboszlai gets hold of a piece of it. Verts slips it into Frimpong. Frimpong's putting a cross in. It was intercepted and it came to Salah, but his first touch was a poor one and the ball went all the way through to the keeper. Yeah, it's poor by Ekitike from Frimpong's attempted cross there. He would have been offside and nothing would have come of that. Verts chips one over the top looking for Salah, but it's not going to reach Salah. It's easily picked off. Foul there, no? Gravenberg is allowed to carry on. Szoboszlai lays it off. It's a great lob off McAllister on his left foot, but it's picked up by Verts. Verts' shot is off Bowie's back heel by looks of things, and it goes out for a corner. I mean, Liverpool on the edge of the box there, they had a couple of shots there, but they were like half-hearted shots. There was no power in them. They didn't look like they thought they could score for it. I just wasn't convinced by the shooting of Liverpool there. Anyway, it's a corner now. We're going to concentrate on it. It's going to be taken by McAllister on the right-hand side. Right-footed away swinger. It's a low one. And Szoboszlai scores! And it had to be Szoboszlai again, and what a goal. Whether they meant that or not, I don't know. But it was a low one. I was about to say it's a pull one. Right into the middle of the goal, but on the edge of the 18-yard box, and Szoboszlai comes in on his left foot and side-foots it into the back of the net. And it was such a good finish. It really was a good finish by Szoboszlai. It would easily, on what is not his favoured foot, he could have smashed it anywhere over the bar, and he didn't. His composure was brilliant, and he is a class player in that Liverpool side. And without him, what would they be like? Just look at like that again. And right in the corner as well. On his left foot, here it comes. He runs in now and just so cool. That is, and what a start for Liverpool. They've got that goal back quickly now. They're back on level terms. That's class finish, that, Jim. What do you think? Is a footballer is Szoboszlai? Free kick being given there. I don't know who it's given to. Referee's, I'm not sure what he's doing. Referee's calling somebody over. Don't know what for. The cameras are focusing on Szoboszlai. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, got to agree. They did need that, didn't they? They needed to get themselves back into this game. Anyway, the game's going to restart with a free kick to Galatasaray. Goes all the way back to Bowie, and Bowie's going to lay it back to check here, the goalkeeper. Headed away by Frimpong, the long ball. Hooked back in. All the way across to Yilmaz on the far side. He can't keep it in. It's going to be a throw to Liverpool. Now the crowd are really into it now. Ball's headed away, and then someone else goes down. It's Singo. There was no one anywhere near him. He headed the ball away and went down injured. And this is definitely a tactic by the Galatasaray team, is this? To disrupt the play, to slow things down. Can that really have been a set play? I'm not sure. Is that one off the training pitch? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, Salah's through now. He chips it over the keeper and he gets his hand to it and saves it. And what a chance for Salah. And just as you were saying, Jimmy doesn't seem his normal self. And a season ago, he would have buried that, wouldn't he? He should have just placed it around the side of him, not chip it over him. Easier said than done, I guess. But he's lost something as Salah, that's definite. Big cheer as the ball is headed out there. Just have a look at that. Headed back came to Salah, and he's got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. Kerkez now being forced back to the halfway line. All the way back to Alisson from Van Dijk. Ball's played inside to Szoboszlai, back to Alisson, and Alisson puts his foot through it. Kerkez is going to go up and challenge with Bowie, but Bowie's a much bigger guy than that. Throw goes to Galatasaray. It's a little flick inside by Gabriel Sara, but Ekitike is away down the middle now. He's got men in support. He's got Salah. It's opened up in front of him, and he's just gone too far. They're appealing for a penalty. I can't see that. Everything, the space in front of him got closed down. And Yilmaz goes down. Kanate had a hand on his shoulder, but they seem to like to throw themselves around the Galatasaray players at the moment. The referee's not having any of it. Ekitike leaves it all the way back to Kerkez. Kerkez is going to go long across to the right-hand side. Frimpong's away down there. Can he get the ball before Jacobs? He manages to stop it going out for a goal kick, but it's a throw to Galatasaray, but it's right next to the corner flag over on the far side. And that's not a penalty, that. Seeing that replay of Ekitike, they closed him down. They defended well. I think it was Bowie who got across there, and it was good defending. Ekitike should have laid out to the right where Salah had a better chance. Ekitike again is involved in everything. He's into the box again now. It's still going. It's cleared away. And it comes across to Verts, and from 7 yards out, leaning back, he's hoisted it over the bar. When it looked easier to score, and he pulls his shirt over his head in shame, and quite rightly too. That should have been 2-0. Oh, it took a deflection off the defender. Wow, doing Verts a disservice there. The defender got a touch to that to help it over the bar, and it is a corner. Salah's going to take this from the right-hand side, left-footed in-swinger. There's only one team in it at the moment. In comes the corner now, deep onto the back post all the way. It's headed back in by Van Dijk, and it's off the crossbar from a header by McAllister, but the referee's seen something. Liverpool are creating chance after chance after chance and just not putting it away. McAllister just gave the goalkeeper check here a bit of a nudge before he headed it onto the crossbar. Bit soft, but yeah, I guess so. If you deliberately nudge the goalkeeper over, they've got to start putting these chances away, because it'll come back to bite them if they keep them all these chances and keep missing them. Put the ball in the back of the net and then worry about whether there's a free kick or not. High into the air on the halfway line, Ekitike helps it on. Verts is going to chase it down, but Bowie's going to lead it all the way back to check here. He's got a kick like a mule as that goalkeeper. It's high in the air. Oh, that's got to be a foul there. As Gabriel Sara just jumped at Canate. Had no chance of getting the ball and flattened him. Verts again on the edge of the box. There's it to Szoboszlai. Oh, it's a great save by the goalkeeper, diving to his left. He didn't have to strike that ball well, does Szoboszlai, doesn't he? And he doesn't miss the target as well. Oh, look at that again, right foot. Just hits across it, so it's going across. But it struck so well. Ball comes across to Kerkes. He's got a lot of space to run down this left-hand side. He's got support in front of him from Ekitike, and he gives it to Ekitike. He turns back inside, being forced back to the halfway line. He gives it to Van Dijk. Yeah, I hope you're right about that, Jim. The Galatasaray players have got to score again now, haven't they, to get anything out of this game? So stay on your feet and try playing a bit of football. Szoboszlai has the ball now. He chips one to the back post. Brought down on his head by Ekitike, and he can't keep it in. It's over and out for a throw-in. But Szoboszlai is playing in the middle of that midfielder, and he's just spraying it from side to side and dominating the play at the moment. On the line, it's headed back in by Van Dijk. Over the head of a couple. Torreira being forced back by Verts. Sprayed it long on left. It's Jacobs over on the far side there. He can run down that line. He's been closed down by Salah. Yilmaz and Frimpong. And that's brilliant defending by Szoboszlai. Slides in, blocks the cross. The cross hits the... Did it? I thought it came off... no, it can't have done. I thought there was a double noise there. It maybe came off the Galatasaray attacker, but the corner's given. Lamina's going to take this one. They're preparing a substitute, so Osimhen could be going off now, but he's staying on for this corner at least. It's going to be a left-footed away swinger. And it comes now. Headed away. Kerkes there. A nice one as well. And Frimpong's working hard there, and it has to be played all the way back to Yilmaz. Got it all the way back to Czech here. And he drives it high and long. Free header for Van Dijk. Heads it back forward. McAllister, there's Verts there. He was looking at the man rather than the ball there, and he's taken Bowie out, and yeah, it was a free kick and nothing more. There was a bit of an arm in Bowie's face, but nothing too much there. Ball goes long. Osimhen there, give him a bit of space, but the ball's back is a poor one, and it's picked up by Szoboszlai. He chips the ball down the line looking for Salah, but it's picked off by Bardakci, and he plays it back down. Runs past Osimhen, who was offside, couldn't make a play for the ball, and Liverpool bring the ball away again. A long ball down the left-hand side for Ekitike from Van Dijk. Bowie just gets in there. I don't know if he gave away the corner or the throw-in. But it's for Liverpool, no matter what it is. Osimhen still running around holding his right arm. He's not moving his right arm at all. That must impede his running. If you can't get both arms swinging to help you run. Cross to Gravenberch. Goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk squares it to Konate. Konate is under pressure. Lays it into Frimpong. Frimpong tries to get it down the line to Salah. Rebound goes back to Frimpong. And he lays it back to Konate, who's now got a bit of time. Chips the ball down the line, looking for the run of Salah, but he's not going to catch up with that. And it runs out for a goal kick. Galatasaray keeper chips one forward. Headed back inside. Ekitike, a little flick inside for McAllister. Gives it to Gravenberch. Back to McAllister. Under a lot of pressure, but he's keeping the ball well. He tried to feed the ball into Salah in the inside right channel, where the ball should have actually gone out wide to Frimpong. But Szoboszlai wins the ball back. He's having a fantastic game, is Szoboszlai. Everything he's doing is coming off. Konate goes all the way back to Alisson. Ekitike is beaten to the header. Singer by. So number 7, Salah, is battling hard for it, and he's taken out, is he? It's a free kick there. It's Kerkers. See whether he does catch him, Kerkers. Anna Slot didn't think it was. Ball goes in. Poor one. And a poor header out by Konate. It's picked up by the number 4, Jacobs. Goes out to the left-hand side. Lamina does a little run inside. It's given to the number 8, Gabriel Sara. Torreira lays it out to the left-hand side. Yilmaz. Szoboszlai goes round Szoboszlai, gets across into the back post. And it was a good one as well. It was just a bit too high. And Osimhen did with the header, but he couldn't do anything with it really. And he's headed out for a goal kick. Maybe a tad lower and it might have been different, but Galatasaray, they're all making their own game more difficult by giving the ball away to Liverpool in difficult positions. They got away with it that time, but they won't always. Szoboszlai now plays the ball down the line for Frimpong. Can Frimpong make it before Jacobs gets in there? No, he can't. But it's a throw to Liverpool. Liverpool need to score again before half-time. Yeah, 5 minutes to do it. They've been threatening all. I mean, it could have been 3 or 4 already, and the game would have been over and done with. But number 42, Bardakci, the captain, goes long. Konate wins the header. Headed forward again. Konate wins a second header. Szoboszlai. Oh, and he just turns inside. So easy. Lays the ball into Salah. Salah's got it through. And he's going to get a corner out of it as Bardacki just gets a touch onto that ball. But Szoboszlai is just running around this pitch as like he owns the place. Everything he does is just looks so good, so cool. He's putting on a performance here as Szoboszlai. I think Leeds United should put in a bid for him. It's going to be another corner. Looks it's taken by Salah from that right-hand side, left-footed in-swinger again. And it comes another deep one right to the back post where Van Dijk heads it back in, high up in the air. The keeper missed it and, well, you know, the keeper went up for that and I didn't see anything in that. The referee's given a foul, but he just dropped it. And maybe McAllister just backs into him a little bit, but that's not great goalkeeping. It's a long kick again from the goalkeeper. Szoboszlai gets it inside. McAllister lays it off straight away. Ekitike picks the ball, but he's gone across to the opposite side. Back inside to Szoboszlai. With the outside of his right foot, he's curled one across to Kerkez. Kerkez had to wait for the ball to come down. That allowed Salah to get in there and put it out for a throw. Konate. Szoboszlai. Konate. Salah holding the man off, gives it to Ekitike, goes back for the return, but it's cleared away by Jacobs. Not too far, still high in the air. Ekitike on the edge of the box on the right-hand side has been forced back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk gives it back to Szoboszlai. He turns and lays it inside to Ekitike. Szoboszlai gets the ball back. Has to go back to McAllister. McAllister centrally moving across the box to the left, gives it to Wirtz. Wirtz right-footed puts a cross in, headed away by Jacobs. Kerkez goes up the ball, takes a bounce off of both of them and goes to Wirtz. He squares it back to Szoboszlai. Everything's going through him at the moment. He gives it to McAllister. To the left is Kerkez. Kerkez moving back and across to the right, then gives it back to Wirtz. Wirtz is forced inside and across. Szoboszlai has got Frimpong outside him and gives it to Frimpong. That's well played by Yilmaz. Robbed Frimpong. He had nobody else to give it to. Had to go back and then the ball goes down the line looking for Osimhen, but he's not going to get anywhere near that. And Van Dijk clears everything up. It looks like Osimhen is just a passenger at the moment. He can't run at all. I was just watching him chase that ball there and he can't manage it. Frimpong had to wait for the ball to come down. It took a bit of a bounce. Comes to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, his shot is cleared away by Singo, but Liverpool are still pressing hard here. Frimpong puts a cross in again. Hits Mo Salah's left foot and goes behind for a goal kick. Not the greatest of strikes by Szoboszlai. That just dragged that across with his right foot. Not like him. Five added minutes. That'll be for the injury to Osimhen early in that first half. Still a chance for Liverpool to add a second. Headed forward by Van Dijk. Szoboszlai gets the second touch on it. And it's played all the way back to Cech here. And he's living dangerously, Cech here. Jacobs blocked by Szoboszlai. Salah almost picked the ball, but he cleared away. Frimpong is penalised for the challenge on Yilmaz. Ball played forward is easily taken on the chest by Van Dijk. Goes across to Wirtz. Wirtz's pass out to Ekitike was deflected into the path of the goalkeeper, and he drives one down the pitch long. He's got a massive kick as that keeper, but it's gone out for a throw halfway inside the Liverpool half, and Galatasaray have offered nothing so far. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, Jim. Osimhen's not coming back out for this second half, is he? He's just a passenger up front there, and well, Galatasaray need a goal, don't they? Because I can't see Liverpool not scoring again. I thought that at the beginning of my pre-match summing up, I thought that Galatasaray would have offered more than they have so far. I've been a bit disappointed with them, and Frimpong can retrieve that ball over on the right-hand touchline, and he's got a bit of space to work it into. Puts a cross in, looking for Szoboszlai, but Szoboszlai gets in there again and is brought down by Jacobs, and referee gives the free kick. That was a penalty. I thought it was outside the box, but the referee's pointed to the spot and it's a penalty. I thought it was outside the box, but my eyes must have been lying to me. A VAR will obviously take a check of this, but oh yeah, it was inside the box. Yeah, it's inside the box. Szoboszlai gets the first touch. That's a penalty all day long. And there's a mark on Szoboszlai's shin, so Jacobs definitely caught him. And is Mo Salah going to take this? Is it going to be Szoboszlai? No, it's Mo Salah. Szoboszlai just offering him a word of support. And this is deliberate again by Galatasaray, deliberately delaying this penalty take to give Mo Salah a bit of time to think about it. And the referee's still ushering him out of the box there, so they're trying to delay it as long as possible. But if this goes in, the second half is going to belong to Liverpool, you would think. With a minute and a half to go, chance to go ahead on aggregate. Salah takes a deep breath, looks around, the whistle goes now. Just a couple of steps to the right-hand side. On his left foot. That's an awful penalty. What was he doing, Salah? It was a pathetic little... Was he trying to chip the goalkeeper? But the goalkeeper dived to his left. What is Salah doing? He's trying to put it down the middle with a bit of a chip on it, and Salah's got a smile on his face, but he's got to be embarrassed, and he's letting his teammates down now. That'll be a big lift to Galatasaray that didn't go in, and they're still level on aggregate going into half-time. Cleared high into the air. Wirtz can't win that against Singo, but the ball comes back again. McAllister goes down. No foul, says the referee. Plays it into Sarah. Out to left to Yilmaz. There's Osimhen's there, but there's not many other Galatasaray players there. On the edge of the box is Salah. Jacobs puts a header in. Salah gets a glancing header that goes across the left of Alisson. He makes a comfortable save, but you know that's given the Galatasaray players a bit of heart, that missed penalty there. Wirtz now can give it to Salah, can he? Lays it in, Salah on his left foot, can he get across it? And he's makes two great saves as check here. First one from Salah, the second one from Wirtz from the rebound. Great saves. Didn't expect him for that. Gravenberg slips as he takes a shot. And it goes back to the keeper, and it's half-time. well, he's kept his team in it as the goalkeeper there. It's a great parry first save. Second one from Verts, following in, who was even closer. And he got his legs in the way of that one and the ball bounced out, luckily for him. And Liverpool going 1-0 ahead, but it's only 1-1 on aggregate. And Liverpool have dominated that game and they've had so many shots and a penalty missed. They could have been 4 or 5-1 up and this game would have been out of sight. But as it is, Galatasaray are still in this, and there's that missed penalty will have just given them a bit of confidence that they can get some out of this. Yeah, it was a bad penalty. His confidence is on the floor. His confidence is shot, Jim. He's not looking like he can even put a penalty in, never mind anything else. And I don't know about you, but I don't think he's worth his place in the team at the moment. So, half-time, 1-1. It's been an entertaining game. Plenty of chances. And for a neutral like myself, it's been exciting. Just looking at Liverpool working hard and trying to get that second goal. Galatasaray have offered nothing, but they are still in it. And that's a surprise because they really shouldn't have been. So, the live chat is open for your thoughts. I said, what was my... Yeah, I predicted 3-1 to Liverpool. And I thought they'd go 3-2 on aggregate. I can't see Galatasaray scoring, but you just never know. Maybe there's going to be a change of tactics by the referee, the coach at half time. He's got to do something. They've got to offer something in this game, because if Liverpool get a second, Galatasaray are going to have to come forward and get something out of this game, and they haven't looked like capable of it. And if Osimhen, their main goal scorer, goes off at half time, and then they've got it all to do. Half time. In the other games, we all know that Barcelona hammered Newcastle 7-2, 8-3 on aggregate. Bayern Munich are 1-0 up against Atalanta at half-time. That's 7-1. That's over with, is that tie. And Tottenham are leading Atletico Madrid 1-0 at half-time. That's 3-5 on aggregate. So Tottenham still got a bit of work to do, but they're still hanging on in there. You just never know. In the Championship, after 50 minutes, Southampton are leading Norwich by 1-0. Let's take a look at the stats in that first half. I think they might read very interesting indeed. It'll be all Liverpool. It's got to be. Let's take a look. Possession, 62% to Liverpool, 38% to Galatasaray. I'm surprised they've even got 38%. The expected goals, 2.16 to Liverpool. I don't think I've ever seen an expected goals as high as that. And 0.16 to Galatasaray. In fact, I'm surprised they've got 0.16. 15 shots to 3 in favour of Liverpool. 8 on target for Liverpool, 1 on target for Galatasaray. That would have been that glancing header just before the whistle went for the half-time. Touches inside the opposition box, 28 to Liverpool and 4 to Galatasaray. And goalkeeper saves, Alisson had to make 1. That was that last one from that header. And Czechia has made 6. Fouls committed. Liverpool committed 11 to Galatasaray's 4. What's a surprise, that? Didn't think it'd be as big as that. I thought Galatasaray had done their own fair share of fouling, but that's the way it is. So that's the stats at half-time. It's all heavily in favour of Liverpool, but at the moment, it's still only 1-1 on aggregate. Yeah, Jim says there that Galatasaray can't keep the ball for any length of time. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't offered more than... I thought it would have been a keener fought game. I thought that Galatasaray would do one of two things. They'd either go for it early on and try and get their second goal, or they would sit back and try and hit Liverpool on the break. And to be honest, Jim, I don't know what they are doing. I can't figure out what their tactics are. They're not trying to hit on the break, and they're not in this game any other way. Thanks to everyone who's watched so far. I appreciate your support. If you're not a subscriber, especially if you like your Leeds United content, because I do a lot of Leeds United stuff here. Become a subscriber, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, so you can join in with the Leeds United content. But not only that, I'll do other games like tonight, Champions League, like other Premier League games, the top Premier League games. I do those as well as live watch-alongs. So if you want to join us for them, become a channel subscriber. Just time for a quick cup of tea before we can discuss the first half there. Just bear with me a sec, guys. Nice cup of tea. Keep me going for the second half. Anybody in the chat see that article today from PGMOL apologising to Leeds for not getting the penalty against Sunderland when Luke O'Nien dragged Strout down by the throat? I haven't read the article fully, but it said something like Luke O'Nien's arms weren't in a natural footballing position or something. But how many times have we seen that for Leeds? Well, what the penalty for Man City, if we'd have got points out of those, we'd have been in a safer position. It's no consolation to Leeds that they don't get these penalties. I guess when you're down there in your relegation zone, these sort of things go against you. But it's frustrating because VAR is supposed to be there to stop these stupid decisions going against teams. And yet it's not. In fact, it's getting worse. And I think that in the summer, VAR have got a lot of head scratching still regarding these penalties and all the grappling that goes on at corners. I don't know if anyone saw the game last night between Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen. Did you notice the corners? There's no grappling, no pushing, shoving or anything like that. It was just normal corners. It was good to see. And if they can do it, why can't we? But it's up to the officials to do something about it. You start giving a couple of penalties and it'll stop immediately. I just don't think they've got the will to do it. Anyway, let's move on to this game. Still all to play for, even though Liverpool have dominated the game and should have been another 2 or 3 goals up at least. Galatasaray is still in it, and Liverpool have got to be careful, because if Galatasaray pinched one, and the way that Liverpool's finishing is going at the moment, they may find that they're 2-1 down on aggregate and got to score another goal. And apart from Szoboszlai, no one else in that Liverpool team has looked like they're capable of scoring, and certainly not Mo Salah. If anyone wants to join us for the game between Sunderland and Newcastle at the weekend, be good to have you with us. 12 o'clock kickoff. I think it's 12 o'clock, 12:30. Well, yeah, I've got to agree with you, Jim. And VAR are taking a look at these so-called decisions, and they're not seeing what everybody else is seeing. I mean, I hate to keep harping on about the Luke Nine decision, but you know, when you put your arms around someone's neck and drag them to the floor, what is VAR seeing that the rest of us are not? Because it's just a blatant penalty. The guy wasn't even looking at the ball. He put his arms around his neck and threw him down. Now, if you're playing rugby union and you do a neck roll like that on somebody, you get sent to 10 minutes in the sin bin. So what are VAR seeing that we're not? What's their decisions? It's no use apologising to everybody after the fact, because Leeds, you know, that have gone, if they've got the penalty, there's no guarantee that they've scored it, I know, but if they'd gone 1-0 ahead, the outcome of that game could have been completely different. And of course, Luke O'Nien could have possibly been sent off for a tackle like that, because it's a dangerous tackle when you grab someone by the throat and head roll them to the floor, isn't it? It could have been sent off as well. So it could have been a whole different thing. Yeah, I completely agree, Jim. It's down to the officials, isn't it? Because the players know they can get away with it. They will keep on doing it. And until the referees grow a pair and start giving proper decisions, instead of just stopping the game, having a word with them and letting them carry it on, until they start doing proper decisions and, like I say, grow a pair and give a couple of penalties, it'll stop immediately. And it's as simple as that, really. It really is as simple as that. Leeds play at 8 o'clock on Saturday against Brentford. But unfortunately, I can't do a live watch along of that because life gets in the way and I've got to go to work. Unfortunately, I don't know why it is that work gets in the way of everything, but it tends to. It's just not right, is it? Should be able to ring work and say, I'm sorry, I can't come in. Leeds are playing at 8 o'clock. But I don't think they'd allow it, unfortunately. But I think the game on Saturday, the one I want to do is, I'm just going to take a look at fixtures. Match fixtures, yeah. Just looking at the fixtures. Is it the 21st this weekend? It will be, won't it? I must have been looking at something completely different then, because it's Brighton and Liverpool. Anyway, we'll take a look at that later, because the game's about to get back underway now. Both teams are on the pitch. Second half is very imminent. Galatasaray kicking off in this second half, kicking from right to left. And then we are away. I think, did they say that Sane's come on for Osimhen, which doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it is. Sane's come on for Osimhen. Oh, we know that Sane is a goal scorer, and he offers something a bit different than Osimhen. Maybe a bit of pace, a bit of guile. I don't know. We shall see. Foul there. Kerkers has gone down. Salah catches him on the back of the heel. He's back on his feet now, is Kerkers, but he felt that one. Ball goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk gets it back again on the halfway line. Going backwards and eventually all the way back to Alisson. He puts his right foot through it and drives it long. Mo Salah can't reach that. It almost came through to Frimpong, but it's hooked away. Szoboszlai heads it back forward. Ekitike picks up. Tackle goes in. Good interplay by Galatasaray. Yilmaz is away down the left-hand side into the box. And Kerkez got across and just held the ball up, and Van Dijk helped him out by clearing the ball away when it was loose in the box. It's well played by the two Liverpool players there. Good defending. Kerkez stuck with his man as he made a run across him. Number 53, Yilmaz, coming away down the left-hand side, overlapping. Frimpong gets a challenge in there. Played back inside, number 34 is Torreira. He goes all the way across. Singo gives it to... In the back is Gravenberch there, and he gets away with one there. McAllister, well played by McAllister, little 1-2 into Ekitike, and his shot is parried up into the air by the goalkeeper on his near post, and he collects it as it comes back down. It's got to go across the box there, hasn't it? And they've won that back so easily as Ekitike, then his pass to McAllister was a poor one. Atletico Madrid have equalised against Tottenham, so it's 6-3 on aggregate to the Spanish side, and it looks like Tottenham's run in the Champions League is over. Frimpong plays the ball out, throw just short of the halfway line to Galatasaray. Down the left-hand side, it's the number 53, Yilmaz, battling with Konate, and Yilmaz is not happy that he's been penalised for that one. I'm still waiting for this free kick to be taken. It's been left for Alisson. Drills it long. Frimpong's up, misses it, but the ball rebounds off a Liverpool player. Back to Ekitike. There's Salah in, and Czech here has closed Salah down quickly. Smothers the ball. It's a good run by Salah. Yilmaz goes down again. Konate is just a bit too strong for him. Singo got in front of Ekitike. The ball goes all the way back to goalkeeper Czech here. Down the line. Sane gets away from Kerkez, who follows him across the pitch. Gets it to Jacobs. Jacobs goes for the return, but it's too far. And Frimpong shepherds the ball out for a goal kick. Alson out to the right. Do you think Galatasaray are giving it a bit of a go now? Do you think they've realised that they can't keep sitting back there? There's Mo Salah's putting in the inside right channel. He goes out to Ekitike. He must score, and he does score. That's a great cross by Salah. He's redeemed himself a bit there. Puts it across the 6-yard box, and at the back post, Ekitike side foots it past Czechia. And Liverpool have got that second, and just makes it look a bit more as it should be, with the domination that Liverpool have had, that have got that second goal. The third would put it out of reach now. Ekitike posing for the crowd there. It's good stuff there. It's Szoboszlai. Played a little pass into the middle. McAllister's ball to Salah. Looks close, but they're going to check this, I would imagine. And Salah's first time pass with his right foot was perfectly timed. Perfect pace on it for Ekitike to just run in and side foot it past the keeper with his left foot. Yeah, they've both been very good goals, you've got to admit. Yeah, nice interplay. So I'm surprised Salah could pick a pass out like that, because he's done nothing all game, has he? But he's added to something there. I can't say that it redeems him for that penalty miss, but it's made a little bit up for it, I guess. Gravenberch now, down the middle. Given to Verts into Salah. Salah's shot is Gravenberch. 3-1 to Liverpool. I thought Gravenberch had put it wide. It was a brilliant shot by Salah that was palmed straight out by Czechia, straight to Gravenberch, and I thought he'd put it wide. I thought I saw it bounce behind the goal, but the crowd started cheering, and he's put it in the back of the net, and Liverpool have struck twice in 2 minutes, and the tie is probably out of reach of Galatasaray now at 3-1. Just see this one again. It's a great ball through. It's Salah's on as well. He hits his shot first time, and he hits it really well. And then Gravenberch, see how he managed to hit that shot. It's a great shot by Salah, palmed out Gravenberch on his left foot. It wasn't the best of shots. He hit it into the ground, and then it went inside, and the goalkeeper's right-hand post. The goalkeeper couldn't get to it, and it's in the back of the net. Could be 4 or 5 this now, Jim. 2 goals earlier in the second half, and Liverpool can relax and play a bit more football now. And I've got to say that it's good to see Liverpool winning this game, only for the fact that it's only Liverpool and Arsenal are going to go through from this round of 16. The rest of the English teams have not covered themselves in glory. Ball goes through against Mo Salah's chasing it. It comes to Kerkez, who's following up. There's it back to Salah again. He comes to Salah on his left foot, and it's taken away from him before he could strike it. That's great interplay again from Liverpool. They're really passing the ball with purpose and speed as well, moving it around quickly. And this Galatasaray side just can't live with it at the moment. Szoboszlai on the edge of the box, chips it across to Verts. It's the poor pass from Szoboszlai. Probably the only one of the games so far that he's made. Kerkez challenges. Van Dijk picks the ball up and lays it out to Ekitike over on the far side. He puts his foot on it and gives it back to Van Dijk on the halfway line. Crowd are right into this now, as you would expect. Szoboszlai has it now. Back into Wirtz. Wirtz still has it. He's putting a chance. He's put a great ball into Frimpong. A cross, and it's an own goal. Singo's put it into his own net. And it's 4 for Liverpool. Great cross across the 6-yard box by Frimpong, and Singo was running back to his own goal, got a touch to that cross, and it's gone in off in the far post. Oh, is it Frimpong offside there? That's very tight. This might be ruled out, Jim Lace. I thought that Frimpong might have been just offside there. That's poor from Singo. That swung his left foot out of it. It came off his shin. It's offside, so it's a no goal. Unfortunate. Galatasaray are falling apart. There's more in this for Liverpool if they want it, Jim. It would appear that Tottenham have scored again against Atletico Madrid, so they are still slightly in it, Tottenham. Canate plays the ball in. McAllister plays it out to the right to Mo Salah. He gives it back inside to Szoboszlai. He gives it back to McAllister. Couple of interpasses between them all. Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister. Wirtz flicks it inside. Frimpong lays it back to Szoboszlai. Goes all the way across to the left where Van Dijk is. He's got Ekitike outside him. He's got 2 men inside him. Plays it into Kerkez, and Salah plays the ball out for a throw. Still deep inside their own half, though. Under a lot of pressure, Galatasaray now. Van Dijk has it now. He's got Kanate on the halfway line. Ball straight through the middle. Ekitike flicks it on. Mo Salah picks the ball up, tries to get it back to Ekitike, and then he must have been offside because the whistle goes. Half a body offside. Canate has it on the right-hand edge of his own penalty area. Just a couple of steps forward, and Galatasaray are not willing to put the pressure on, and it's their time now. Ekitike flicks the ball on, looking for the run of Salah. It's cleared away down the line by Salah. But Liverpool are just winning the ball back too easy. Alisson drives the ball long and left. Kerkez can't get anywhere near that. Torreira in the middle. It's picked off before it can go back to Torreira by Kerkez. Ekitike has it now. Going down the line, he's lost Sane. Sane gets up and gets back to him, though. He lays a little ball inside to Kerkez. On the edge of the box, it's laid back. Kanate has committed the foul on Yilmaz. Torreira is going off, but I don't know how he picks Torreira. It could have been any of the Galatasaray side because none of them have done anything, but Torreira is the unfortunate one. And Akgun comes on for Torreira. Free kick to be taken eventually. Through the middle again. They're coming again with Szoboszlai on his left foot. He has a shot. Goalkeeper's down to his left and makes a comfortable save. It was going wide anyway. Not his greatest shot, Szoboszlai. Ball back with the defenders. It comes back inside through the middle now. Long ball down the middle. Easily picked off by Gravenberg. Oh, it's Konate. I thought it was Gravenberg. It's Konate. Goes out to the left to Kerkez. Kerkez plays it into Ekitike, who's always available down that left-hand side. He's chasing through the inside right channel. He lays it across. I think he was trying to get to Verts or maybe Salah. It's cleared away, but it's picked up by Liverpool and they can come again. Szoboszlai now central. Lays it into Verts. Salah now back into Verts. Salah gets another shot. It's a fantastic goal by Salah. That's what we're used to seeing from Salah, from the edge of the box, coming in from the right-hand side on his left foot, curls it into the far post. The goalkeeper dives to his right, can't get in there, and that's a classic Mo Salah. And this one will count. So he can still do it when he wants to. 50 goals in the Champions League for Mo Salah. Well, now there's another VAR check. Surely there can't be. Well, Salah's not offside. He can't be. I don't think so. He looked level. That's such a good goal. That doesn't deserve to be ruled out by an offside. Because what advantage was he getting there? If he was a sleeve offside, what advantage is he getting there? Maybe got a touch with the goalkeeper, but oh, I did, yeah. Almost got it round the post, but not enough. Steven Gerrard's happy with that one. See Mo Salah. Still 28 minutes to go. This could end up 8. Konate now. Szoboszlai always available. This time he goes all the way back to Alisson. Alisson goes out to the left-hand side. Led inside by Van Dijk. Goes for the return ball and gets it. Then goes down the line looking for the return ball from McAllister. But the pass is blocked and out for a throw. Was a vintage Salah, that one, Jim. How many times have we seen him do that out throughout his career? I thought that was maybe past him, but there's still life in the old dog yet. Looked like a foul throw, but the referee allows it to go on. Szoboszlai now in the centre circle, lays it out to Konate coming right, but he's going to leave it for Mo Salah. Back inside to Verts. Verts gives it back to Salah, gets it back from Salah, gives it back to Salah. Szoboszlai goes back to Konate on the halfway line, gives it back to Salah on the right. He moves inside, gives it to Ekitike, lays it back to Salah, but it's not the greatest of passes. And the number 11 there, the substitute, picks the ball off, gives it to Singo. Singo's going backwards though. And they've given the ball away again in a dangerous position. Ekitike is coming down the middle. Is he going to have a shot from where? I don't know. There's it into Verts. Verts tries to put across the 6-yard box. Jacobs blocks it and out for a corner. Salah comes across to this right-hand side for the corner. Left-footed in, swing it. Salah's right hand in the air, steps up, takes the kick, headed away. It's going to be picked up by Frimpong, who's dropped back for that ball. He measures it, heads it away from the cross from Frimpong. And it's given away in the centre of midfield. It's the first time that they have done. Sane is coming down the middle. We're surrounded by Liverpool players. Gravenberch holds him back up, but he comes out to the left-hand side now. Given to the substitute back inside to Sane now. It's all walking pace though. Goes out to the right-hand side. Back inside is Singo. Goes to the number 10 Sane. Laid out by Gabriel Sara. Jacobs now. Frimpong manages to get in front of Lang. And the ball goes out for a goal kick. Curtis Jones comes on for Frimpong, who's had a good game. Right back. Him playing at right back releases Szoboszlai to play in the middle, and we see how Szoboszlai has orchestrated this Liverpool attack during this game. And Liverpool look a much better and balanced side when Frimpong plays at right back and Szoboszlai is playing in midfield. And Curtis Jones is on now, so I guess Szoboszlai will go back to right back now, and Curtis Jones will go into midfield. That's a long ball out to the left, diagonally, and Ekitike is going to chase this one down, and he goes round too easily. Lays it back to Salah, and Salah is leaning back, has hit the crossbar, and it still hasn't gone out yet. Curtis Jones manages to slip his man, gives it to Szoboszlai. Salah had to score there. Salah's come back inside again now. Was he offside? No. That's a good save, but Ekitike puts the rebound over the bar. The save from McAllister by Check here. Came back out to Ekitike, and he headed it over the bar. How many chances do Liverpool want? They've scored 4, but they could have had 10 by now. Ekitike should score. McAllister should have scored. It was a pretty simple side-footed chance. All they had to do was put it wide of the goalkeeper into the far post and eat it straight at the keeper. This has got to be one of the best performances I've seen Liverpool all season. But then again, the opposition they're playing against have not really offered much resistance, and have allowed Liverpool to play in front of them, through them, and over the top of them. And you've got to say that 4-0 does not flatter Liverpool whatsoever. They've deserved this, and probably more. Salah now. Ekitike gives it to Jones. Jones will go back to Konate. Szoboszlai gives it to Gravenberch. Yeah, I've got to agree, Jim. Galatasaray are not going to come back in this now. It's this was gone when they scored the third just over half time. Long shot from McAllister goes over the bar. They're all getting in on the act now. They all think they can score, and why not? Even there, McAllister had plenty of time. They were standing off him. They're not putting any challenges in. I think Galatasaray, Jim, have given this one up. And yet there's still 20 minutes to go. Jacobs, closed down by Szoboszlai, slips him. Goes down the line to Lang, back to Jacobs. Plays the ball inside. Back to Lang. He's been forced back by Jones. Good ball though. Back to Lang. Gets him away down the left-hand side. And Konate plays it off the number 53, Yilmaz, and I think that's the throw to Liverpool. Alisson gives it to Van Dijk just on his left-hand edge of the penalty area, coming forward. Ekitike plays it inside, gets the ball back. lays it out. Ekitike is through on the goal, but the keeper's out to the edge of his box and drives it high into the air. Konate is going to have time to bring this one down and set Liverpool coming forward again. He gives it to Jones. Jones gives it back to Konate, and he's going to have to go back. Salah's away. Did he nudge the man in the back? Yes, he did. Free kick's given. Did he touch him? Did he touch him? They've all got smiles on the face, even Salah. Ball comes out to the number 8, Gabriel Sara. He plays it inside to Sane. He's floated one across to the right-hand side. Salah now puts a right-footed cross in. It's over to the back post, and Jones is going to head it out for a corner. No chances there. Lang's come across to take this corner. From the left-hand side, it's going to be a right-footed in-swinger into the last 20 minutes. 4-1 on aggregate. And it comes now. Punched away by Ellison towards the edge of the box, and then there's a thrash. Thrash on the edge of the box is a wild one. It's picked up again by Galatasaray. The ball is hit into the chest of Jones and comes back to Lang. He can put another cross in this time, but it's over the head of his fellow countryman and goes out for a goal kick. Another substitution. Number 42 goes off. The captain, Badachi. El Mali comes on. Mo Salah's gone down. Yeah, Mo Salah's going off. Gets a massive round of applause from the Anfield crowd. They've forgotten that penalty he missed. They'll just remember that goal. The goal that he scored and the one that he set up for Ekitike. And Cody Gakpo comes on to replace him. After all that, it is still a goal kick. Wow. Liverpool get to play Paris Saint-Germain in the next round. And Bayern Munich get to play Real Madrid. Wow, what quarter-final ties they are. Yeah, they've gone down the tunnel for treatment, Jim, so must have picked up a little strain. Ball through the middle, looking for the run of Gakpo. Easily picked off. Galatasaray coming through the middle. Sane was made a difference. Just looking busy in the middle there, but he's coming away. He's got space down the left-hand side now for Lang. Lang into the edge of the box. He's going round Jones and he's overrun it and it goes out for a goal kick. And he's gone down injured, holding his left hand. Now, if you've hit your hand there, I understand that it's painful. That's a bit of claret there on his thumb, so he's caught the advertising hoardings, and that's where he's hurt his hand. But if you've hurt your hand, what do you need to roll on the floor on your back for? Stand up and get treatment on your hand. You don't have to roll around on the floor. You can stay on your feet. He's got a cut on his thumb, but he's not been shot by a sniper. It's a cut on his thumb. He's not going to die for it. Be a man and stand up and get a bit of attention. You're not missing anything at the moment while Lang gets treatment on his badly injured thumb. I don't suppose the referee can start the game again because Lang is on the floor close to the, I guess that's the goal line, isn't it? So, dangerous position where he can't restart the game. So we're not missing anything at the moment. So anybody who's not a subscriber, please just nip to that subscribe at the bottom of the screen there and become a channel subscriber. Lang staggering all over the place. He's got an injured thumb, but he's staggering all over the place, and they're having to hold him up. What's wrong with the guy? He has cut his thumb, and there was a bit of claret there, you could see, but maybe he just don't like the sight of blood because he's staggering all over the place and he's gone back down again. And they've got a stretcher out for someone who's got a cut thumb. It can't be that bad that he can't walk off. He's got an injured thumb. The medics are there. They've applied some bandage or something. It's obviously a bit of a cut and probably a bad one, but to be staggering around and then fall to the floor and call for a stretcher for an injured thumb is a bit much. Or am I just being unsympathetic? I've played football myself and I've seen injuries, quite bad injuries, where people have been able to walk off and not put on the performance that Lang has at the moment. We're just going through the goals again here. We've seen them all before. Szoboszlai and Mo Salah, the pick of the goals so far. The way that Mo Salah gets the curl on that ball with his left foot takes some practice, does that, to get that amount of curl. Eze's goal, without doubt, Eze's goal has been the goal of the round, without doubt. Szoboszlai's is a good goal, so is Mo Salah's, but Eze is picking Salah, unbelievable. Yeah, that's all I can think of, Jim, that he doesn't like the sight of blood because he's put on a bit of a performance and he's actually going off. I mean, yeah, fair enough, he has to go off if he's got an injured thumb, a cut thumb, but the performance, falling around, rolling around, stretcher for him for an injured thumb, I just can't see it. Well, we've been stopped at least 5 minutes, so there's going to be at least 5 minutes of added time at the end of the game. We're into the 80th minute now. 81st minute. Some of the Galatasaray fans are off already. They've had enough. There's 200 fans from Galatasaray there. I thought they weren't allowed. Still not underway yet. 7 or 8 minutes now. Well, he is going off in a stretcher. Why he can't walk off with an injured thumb, I don't know, but maybe I'm doing him a disservice. Maybe he is worse injured than I thought, but anyway, the ball's back in play now. Kerkez has it, plays the ball down the line, played inside. Gakpo can't get there. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai in the middle, lays it out to Kerkez coming down the left-hand side. It's got Ekitike on the right-hand edge of the box. Now Kerkez goes for the return, just takes a bit of a stumble. But the ball hits Singo as it went out, and it's a corner. There must be something sharp on that holding for him to have cut his thumb that badly there, which is not very good when it comes to Liverpool ground safety. Szoboszlai now is going to take this from the left-hand side, the right-footed in-swinger. Everybody's in that box there, so Liverpool are still looking for more goals. And it comes now, curling in. Czechia came. I think Kanate was in there. Don't know it quite hit, but the referee has given a goal kick. Taken quickly. Gakpo's working hard to squeeze them in near the corner, and they've won the ball back as they. Szoboszlai got a touch to it, went out for a throw. Goes down the left, number 53, Yilmaz, but he's beaten to it by Jones. And Jones turns inside two of them and comes away with it. But he's been a bit hemmed in now, and he has to go all the way back to Alisson. Almost sold him short, but Alisson was quick enough to get there and drive it long. Gakpo is trying to make a nuisance of himself. Ball comes to Kanate now. Goes back to Jones. Ball played inside to McAllister. Szoboszlai gets the ball down the inside right channel. Spreads it to the left. Kerkez puts a cross in, a low one. Ekitike can make a chance for it. He can't get there before it's cleared away, but it's picked up again by Liverpool. Gravenberch lays it out to Jones on the right. Gives it to Wirtz. Wirtz gives it back to Jones. Gives it back to Wirtz. Back to Jones. Going slightly backwards, Liverpool, to the halfway line, and then back to the goalkeeper from Jones. He lays out to the left to Van Dijk, who's always available. He goes long and left. Brought down on the chest by Cody Gakpo, and he comes running inside, lays it into Ekitike, who's tucked in now. Out to the right is Wirtz, overlapping is Jones. No, back to Ekitike, plays a little ball in, tries to flick it in by Szoboszlai. Wirtz gets it to the left, or Kerkez can put a cross in. It's cleared away, then it hits Gakpo and drops into the arms of the goalkeeper, Czechia. Sane getting a few boos there for some reason. Gakpo coming away down the inside left channel. He's got Ekitike in support outside him if he wants to give it to him. He slowed the play right down till Verts gets the ball. Ekitike now. Back with Ekitike, goes back to Kerkers. Halfway line is Van Dijk. He squares it 10 yards to the right where Kanate picks the ball up. Jones going backwards, couple of turns. There's it back inside to Kanate. He manages to turn out of trouble, created himself a lot of space, and goes long left-footed, but it's too straight that, and it's gone all the way through to the keeper, Czechia. Czechia gives it to Jacobs, goes back to Czechia. Galatasaray are happy to see this last 5-10 minutes out without conceding any more. Gravenberch wins the throw. A couple of substitutions are going to be made for Liverpool. Szoboszlai, Ekitike combined between each other. Szoboszlai, that pass just forced him a bit wide when he was in on goal. If it had been a bit straighter. Comes to Alex McAllister, played inside by Verts. Ekitike from the edge of the box just puts one wide of the top right-hand corner. He just hits across it, and the slice that he puts on it just took it wide of the post. Looks like Chiesa and Ungamo are going to come on. Couldn't quite tell who the third one was. Ball's played out. Number 11's given it away. Ball's played into Ekitike, can turn it to Szoboszlai, and Szoboszlai tried to casually side foot one in. And Imali does well to block the shot out for a corner before Szoboszlai could make it 5. A bit too casual, Szoboszlai there. Just need to take it a fraction of a second quicker. Substitutions for Liverpool now. Ekitike is going to go off. 2 goals for him. Gravenberch's going to go off as well. And Verts goes off. Just get confirmation of that. Verts, Ekitike, Gravenberch go off. And Gamoa, Chiesa. They've got about 10 minutes. These substitutes with added time. Ekitike, Gravenberch and Verts go off, and Chiesa, Nioni and Gamoa come on. Just in time for a corner. Szoboszlai is going to take it from the left-hand side, right-footed in-swinger again. Here it comes now, deep to the back post. And that's in the back of the net. The goalkeeper's dropped it. Alexis McAllister, well, has it been given? No, it's not been given. McAllister was celebrating for a second, but then the referee's seen a foul somewhere, don't know where. Nothing there whatsoever. Van Dijk went up, challenged the goalkeeper, he flapped it and missed it. And that's got to be a goal. VAR have got to check this now, because that's a clear and obvious error. McAllister's got a goal there. And if there's any justice there, VAR should overrule that. That's a goal. And they're disallowing it. Well, that's pathetic. Now, if there's ever a VAR rubbish decision, that's one of them. That is pathetic. What are VAR doing? You might as well not have them if they're going to disallow goals like that. You might as well not have it there because it's worse than when the referees were just doing the decisions on their own. Yeah, I'm just listening to the commentators on here, and they say it's about time that they ripped up the rule book with VAR and started again, because when they're giving decisions like that, ruling those sort of goals out, then what the hell are VAR there for? What are they adding to the game? What are they adding to the game? They're adding nothing whatsoever. The decisions aren't getting better at all. We're not seeing decisions go the way they should be, and errors have been cut to a bare minimum. They're adding to it. They're compounding to it. Yeah, I agree, Jim. But VAR, when it first came out, it was supposed to be to overrule clear and obvious errors by the referees, wasn't it? And that was one, wasn't it? So if they're not going to overrule referees, you might as well not have them there. Like I said, what are they adding to the game now? Is McAllister's penalised there for the foul? It's all pretty friendly now between him and Singo, I think that was. But we're into added time. 6 minutes of added time. There's almost 2 minutes have gone already without me noticing. I was having a bit of a rant about VAR, and we've got 4 minutes to go. And like Jim says, now we're just wasting time and waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. That comes down with snow on it when that goalkeeper kicks that. It's so high. Singo plays it through the middle. Number 53, Yilmaz can't get there. Ingamo lays out to the right side. Zoboszlai got a bit of a chance to hit one from the right hand edge. Takes a deflection off the referee. Might as well have done. Thought it went out for a corner. Maybe it didn't hit the defender. I thought it had. No. Maybe not. Didn't, obviously. Leroy Sané now plays a ball through the middle, and Cardi can't control that one. That was poor, that, because that was right into his step there, and he could have took that on and been bearing down on goal, and he just let it roll past him. Van Dijk wide to Kanate. He gives it to Jones. Jones plays it inside. Goes all the way across to Van Dijk again. Kerker's now on the edge of his own box still. Goes down the line. Gamoa goes past a couple. Out to the right hand side, it's Zoboszlai's nice little pass to open the play up now. Zoboszlai can come down the inside left channel, lays it into the middle. Gamoa now. Couple of step overs, goes to the left hand side. Chiesa got a chance of a shot. His shot is blocked, but it comes out to Gamoa again. Couple of step overs there again. On his right foot, he's going to square it across to Curtis Jones. Jones gives it back to McAllister. McAllister's going to give it to the left-hand side where Chiesa can come at the defence again. Sané is there trying to hold him off into the box. Tries to place it into Ngamoa, who made a run, but it's behind him and it's hoofed clear. Alisson comes way out of his box, retrieves the ball before it goes out for a throw and gives it to Van Dijk. And we're into the last minute now. Zoboslai gets it out to the right hand side. Ball played inside to McAllister, and down the left hand side is Ngamoa again with a bit of space. He's got Kerkez overlapping if he needs him. He's into the box now, a couple of step overs, plays it into McAllister. His shot is blocked and it goes high into the air. Luckily for the goalkeeper, he'd stayed on his feet and made a comfortable catch. If he'd dived to his left for the original shot, it would have gone over his head and into the back of the net. Won it back again. Chiesa to the edge of the box on Ngamoa. Nobody out left, so he comes back inside right, goes down under the challenge, but there was nothing in that, and play goes on. Hit out to the left. It's Yilmaz, but he can't keep the ball in, and it goes out for a throw, and that'll be just about that. Zoboslai, last man to touch it. In fact, that is the end of it. That is game over, and that's a comfortable win, and into the last 16 to face Paris Saint-Germain in the next round. That's going to be a cracking game, that. So hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have, as a neutral. Seen plenty of goals, plenty of action. I think that Dominic Zoboslai has got the man of the match there. The cameras are on him, and no surprise, he ran that game from midfield for Liverpool there and looked the class act that he is, and got the equalising goal in the first half, and it was a class finish. Ekitike there, a couple of goals. Mo Salah got one. And Liverpool make it through pretty easy. Let's just take a look at the other scores in the other games. I think they were all dead and done already, except for the Tottenham game. Let's just take a look and see where they've finished. No one said anything on the commentary about the Tottenham game, so it can't have gone the way of Spurs. Just looking for that results there. I'll get it in a minute. I'm sure I will. Okay, let's have a look. So, Bayern Munich 4, Atalanta 1, 10-2 on aggregate. I mean, that is comprehensive, is that? Did Harry Kane get any? Harry Kane got a couple again. He's heading well into the 40s for goals scored in the season. He's chasing Lewandowski's record down. Said it couldn't be caught, but he's got 2 more in that game, and he's got more games to come. Liverpool 4, as we already know. Barcelona 7, Newcastle 2, going 3-3 on aggregate. Tottenham won their game 3-2 against Atletico Madrid, but went out 5-7 on aggregate. So the only 2 English teams that have gone through now are Arsenal and Liverpool, so all our hopes are pinned on those 2 teams. Thanks to Jim, another loyal supporter of the channel. Much appreciated, Jim. See you next time. I've enjoyed the rest of your day. Thanks to everybody else who supported the channel today and watched the channel. Before you go, just hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. It does help the channel grow. But we will be on at the weekend. I'm not quite sure what game yet, but if you hit the notification bell, you will be told with the advertisement that we put out. But enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks to everybody, and we'll see you again at the weekend.